Hey, good morning, it's JJ. It's a Friday morning, it's about 8 o'clock in the morning, and I've just filled the little van up with diesel and I'm off on a road trip. I am meeting up with a bunch of really good guys for the weekend camping, which has been organised by Alex, Be Outdoors, and Gray Durgan, who's part of like Alex's group, and it's a camping trip in the memory of Mors Kochanski, who sadly sort of passed away at the end of last year. And we're going to sort of celebrate his sort of philosophies and his outlook in sort of bushcraft by getting together and sharing stories and passing on knowledge. I'm really excited for this trip because I'm on my way now to pick up a good friend, Tim Mottishaw, who you'll know as Kukli Bushcraft, and that Tim normally lives out in Finland, but he's over here for about a 6-week period. So I'm off to pick him up from a friend's place up in Leicester, and then we're off to the Yorkshire Dales. We're off to Keighley in the Yorkshire Dales, this wild campsite that Gray's used before. So really looking forward to that. We've got the main man from Bushcraft Wild Camping UK coming, and me and Alex also admin in that group. Paul Roberts, can't wait for that, and super excited about this because the food's going to be awesome this weekend, because we've got the one and only Paul Harvey, the campfire kitchen cook god, and that, so can't wait for that. I've already met Paul a couple of times, so it's going to be really good to catch up with him. Anyway, I need to get going. Come along, join us on this adventure. It's going to be a great one, can't wait. Let's get going. See you later, bye. Hey, how we doing? It's JJ. So we've been up at the site for a couple of hours now. This is Hainworth Wood, which is on the side of Keighley, up in Yorkshire. Journey up with Tim, picked him up, and we sort of drove up through like a big old downpour. But we've been here a couple of hours now, and it's just kind of getting on for, yeah, sunset now, just 20 past 4. But we're set up. This is my Snug Pack Scorpion 2, which is just set up down here. We've got the main sort of camp area just over there. Paul Harvey's over there. He's got all his set up for cooking, which we're all going to use, and the other guys are there. So Tim, Kukli Bushcraft, Alex, Be Outdoors, Gray Durgan. Jonathan's just turned up. Jonathan's just come from north. He wasn't feeling well this morning, so he delayed his setting off. And so yeah, obviously we've got Paul Roberts, the head man of Bushcraft Wild Camping UK. So we're in this little sort of dell area. Let's just bring you up and that. So we're sort of down here. Guys are mainly sort of either hammocking or ground dwelling. So Paul's over there in the Dutch Army. Tim is down in this section down here. And he's ground dwelling, just using his tarp, and then Paul's over on the other side, which is a little bit boggy over there, but he's between 2 trees. So yeah, we're all set up. Just got the fire going. We're going to have a brew, and I think Alex is just going to cook us up some food with the help of Paul. But it's a lovely area. In the morning, I'll show you, there's a little bit of a waterfall that comes down. Hey, come over, the main man. Hey, how are we doing?
Hello.
Hey, it's
how's
Alex
it going, everyone?
from Be Outdoors, and that's first time we've actually sort of met, although we've been chatting away and encouraging and supporting each other for a good couple of years now, really, isn't it? So taking them up on the invite, and Alex has been sharing some biltong with us, and that was
we
really
had some
nice
biltong, some chili biltong, and some normal
that was
biltong.
That was lovely. So yeah, we're I'll show you guys around a bit later on properly. We're going to get a campfire and that on going. We're going to do a little bit of a collaboration tomorrow with Tim, so the 3 YouTubers of us that are here. But we'll catch up again in a bit.
Yeah,
see you
the
later.
boring people all over there.
Yeah, and we're over here. All right, we'll catch up in a bit. But yeah, there we go. Campsite's all set up. I say just off to the side there's a little bit of a waterfall that comes off, but it's getting a bit dark to show you that now. But tune back in. See you later. Hey, good morning. It's about 20 to 9 in the morning. I've got a light on actually in the tent because it's quite dark in my tent. Been awake about half an hour. Slept on and off through the night. You can hear the sound of the waterfall, which I'll show you when I actually get up this morning. And yeah, you could just hear the sound of the waterfall all night, and it rained and the wind was driving up the hillside, so haven't slept great, although you know, I was in the tent for about 9:30, because we all did get a bit wet and a bit cold. It started raining earlier, but we had a good cook up. Alex did a nice lamb rack tagine sort of potato thing in the Dutch oven with some crusty bread. It was bloody lovely. But started to piss down, so we all sat under Gray's big tarp and that. So yeah, got in a tent about 9:30, but didn't probably go to sleep till about 11. So just kind of been dozing on and off for a little bit. So I'm going to get up in a bit, sort myself a brew out and some breakfast, so we'll catch up and I'll show you about. Catch you in a bit. Bye. Hey, morning guys. I'm actually up. A few of the others are just kind of getting themselves up and making a brew. Gray's fast asleep. Alex is still fast asleep. But if you look at Gray's tarp, see this big bulge just here? So obviously his poles are moved during the night. And, there's a big bowl of water in there. But what I'm going to do is just going to grab my billy. I'm just going to help Gray out with his water situation. He's got a massive bulge just here. And there we go. Fill my billy up. Take some of the water out of that bulge that he's got just there. So let me just pop this down. And I'm going to get a brew on the go. So that's just pure... Let's pop it down, Pure rainwater. How's that? Yeah, hang on. Yeah. So, yeah, that's just pure rainwater. That is. So we just boil it off. Get a brew going. Some of the other guys are just getting up now. Yeah, I'm just going to use the camping gas stove. I'm not going to start whacking a fire up until everybody else is up and not making too much noise. But I'm just going to get this water boiled. Fire that up, just using a Pathfinder billy. Got a coffee waiting to go once we've got the water in there. And just a very quick Quaker oats, so simple, porridge, just for a quick bite, and then I'll sort myself out a proper breakfast and that. So when Gray's up, I'll just get the rest of that water, but I've just taken a couple of good pints out of it, so that'll help him. Right, I'm going to crack on with my brew. I'll catch you back up. We've just got this waterfall that comes off the side of the hill, and that comes through a little tunnel. There's still a bit of a track road that runs along at the top there, and then this little waterfall just kind of like trickles down, comes into like a pool, and it drops down to a sink well down there, then it goes into another little run down the side, and it goes down into the town. But I could hear this all night. I could hear this water. Oh, and I tell you, when I hear water during the night, all I want to do is go for a pee. So there you go, nice little waterfall. Very stunning in spring with all the snowdrops, and then after that all the wild garlic and the ramson and the bracken that must grow up through here, and I'm not sure if they'll get bluebells around here, but it must look absolutely amazing. And that's yeah, lovely. There you go. Catch you a bit later. Bye. Hey, how are we doing? So just having a little bit of a wander around the hillside where we are, which is around here, and we think this may have been quarried out at some point, because there's a fair amount of sandstone and that's been around here, and then we think it's kind of been used after that as maybe like a garden sort of grotto area, just by the nature of some of the stuff that's actually planted in here. So you can see this that's behind me now, it's quite stunted. It's just like a miniature bamboo that kind of grows, and this is all the way over the place. And although it's pretty bare and that at the moment, there is where I'm just walking along now. I'm going to show you, and I'm on the selfie mode, but I'll turn the camera around, and you can see just down here all the way along there's just banks and banks and banks. Now this is early in the season here, but these are just snowdrops, and that's in a week or two these snowdrops are the snowdrops are gonna come out, and it's gonna look absolutely amazing on these banks. And what we have noticed, I'm not going to go down because I'll trample the shoots that are coming out very early in the season. There's actually some shoots of ramson, wild garlic, that's shooting up, and they'll be all over these banks and that as well, and that looks pretty amazing. And that stuff comes out, and the smell is lovely. There's rhododendron and that, as you're expected to find in a place like this. I'm just coming down this path, and what I just want to show you, I'm just going to try and speed up a bit so this segment doesn't take too long. Just go underneath this tree. There's a lot of big there you go, lots of sandstone blocks that have been moved out and that, and yeah, I'm just coming along this path here now. Just bear with me a second. Alex, are you filming?
Not right now.
Alright. Alright, no worries. I'm just coming down this path. I'm just going to come down. I think I'll do a little segment with these two guys that are just here. And that's, so just bear with me as I go down the steps, because I'm on selfie mode. And I'm just going to stop here.
Yeah, guys.
Hey.
Do you know what you get with
Oh.
this? You get the background scenes of how people film.
Yeah, that's
the
it.
Things we got
That's
to
it.
do to entertain you lot.
Yeah. So we got Tim,
Hello.
Kookley Bushcraft, Alex, Be Outdoors.
Hi guys.
You got 3 legends in one film. How's that? How's that? So let's just turn this. I've got a bit of shakes. I'm a bit. There you go. Yeah, it's just nice.
Yeah,
to get
all
together,
three
isn't
of us together.
Yeah.
It's absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, all 3 of us. We support each other's channels a lot. We're always like sharing each other's channels out and vids and things like that,
Definitely,
aren't we? And yeah, it's kind of good for us all to kind of be together, isn't it?
It's absolutely brilliant.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's brilliant.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
brilliant.
it's good, and that's.
I mean, it's nice to come to the camp and have you here, Justin.
Yeah.
It's absolutely brilliant, and your channel's doing absolutely amazing. I hardly ever post anymore because I don't have time, but you seem to go for it. Which
Yeah,
is
I've
good.
kind of like Alex said, oh, you've gone past me. I've kind of like chased them
You
and gone
overtook
past
me.
them.
Yeah.
But I kind of said, we were talking yesterday, that I've got a bit more time, that I'm actually able to invest in doing it. And Tim's just gone through the 300 barrier,
Yeah, awesome,
like
Tim.
the
You've done
other
very
week,
well,
and that,
yeah.
so it's all going really well for us at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah,
So,
when Tim first started, I think the first time Tim decided we were on a group meet, and he said to me, yeah, what do you think, Alex? Maybe I should start a YouTube channel. And I
I've
said,
just done my first video, haven't I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I said, definitely, you go for
it
it.
was a year ago, wasn't it?
Yeah,
About
it was
a year ago.
Yeah.
So,
Pretty much exactly.
yeah, so it's good. We're all
So
here,
that's
we're having
what it's
little
all about,
chats and
share the
things like
knowledge
that.
and support each other.
That's what we
really.
do. That's what we do.
Yeah.
And so Kookley Bushcraft, Be Outdoors. Also, just for anyone that's really kind of getting into YouTube, you know, I don't do much editing, but Alex runs a really good group on Facebook, YouTube creators.
Yeah, it's basically, I can't even remember the name now.
But I'll drop a description in the bottom. But yeah, YouTube creators.
YouTube video creators.
Yeah, so it's really good. Lots of sort of like technical aspects and things like that gets shared about.
Yeah, basically what it is I struggled in the beginning to find out how you do stuff, how you edit and everything like that. So I just want to put my experience out there, so it helps people that are starting out.
It is, and it kind of helps us and things like that. So
it's down to the skills share.
Yeah.
Again, isn't it?
That's it.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Right, I'm going to stop you here, and we're going to have a little conflab and that, and then I'll show you the waterfall in a second. I'm going to pop you on pause. Say goodbye. Say goodbye.
Bye, guys. Bye. See you later. And one of the guys actually got him in there. And what people didn't like, especially the survival instructors and whatever, people didn't like one thing about Moors, is that he questioned the way they taught stuff. And he questioned the skills. But what people didn't understand is he wasn't questioning the skills. He wasn't questioning the survival instructor, he was questioning the skills. And he wasn't questioning the skills to belittle anybody. He was questioning the skills, and in his mind he was taking that and bettering it. Yeah.
Just because that's something that you've done for years and years doesn't mean it's right.
Yeah. And I mean, things get passed on, don't they?
That's
and they get passed on.
Yeah. And what he was doing is he was refining that skill. And then reteaching it. Everything that he teaches is not a skill that he came up with. It's a skill that is being revived, reanalyzed, and taught in a way that bettered that skill. If you look at the tri-stick, the tri-stick must have been taught for hundreds of years in different notches. So that notch was taught, and he's combined all those notches into a tri-stick. And that tri-stick resembles, it's not something amazing, but it is, because it resembles the notches all in one that you can use for different methods. And by practicing all of them, you're combining the skill of notch making all in one stick, which gives you a better perspective and understanding of those notches in the person.
Yeah, no worries, man.
So it's the
That's
way,
it.
I wasn't going to turf you out.
No.
Refine those skills. If you look at a lot of these videos from the age of, I don't know, 40s, 50-year-old or whatever, he gets confused with a lot of the knife grinds and the whatever, and he doesn't really, he's not 100% technical when it comes to certain things like that. But it doesn't matter, because you look into the way he teaches and the behind. I can't explain it, but he's really clever. He's a
one of Alex. Sorry, I am filming this, guys, and that. And I think what Alex has actually said there is really prevalent to Moore's philosophies. That, as Alex has said, that he didn't actually he didn't diss people. He kind of saw what other people were actually saying, but what he tried to advocate was there is so much wealth of knowledge out there, is that whatever we learn, that whether it is right or wrong, you make it either work for you or you don't. But the most fundamental thing is that you pass the knowledge on, so it gets continued down the line, because we are only the torchbearers of the knowledge that we have now. It will dim, it will pass as we get older, and if you don't change. And yeah, it will, Alex, it will change. You know, if you look at other people, if you look at Lofty Wiseman SAS Survival Guide, that's had to be updated because a lot of the medical side in it was so out of date that you couldn't use it as doctrine or practice. But what Moores did is he welcomed what everybody else had to learn, and I think that's a nice point.
Justin, if I can say something while you're videoing.
Yeah, of course you can, mate. Of course, my friend.
There's a big stigma about people wearing knives on their necks. Yeah. And Moores was one of the people that actually introduced that.
A neck knife.
Of wearing a knife over your neck. Now, where did he get that from? He actually mentioned this, and I watched the video where
Yeah.
he said that he actually got it off the nurses that were working in the field.
Yeah.
And they couldn't reach for their scissors every time to cut a band-aid or to cut a dressing or something like that.
Exactly.
And it was so practical to have it around their neck.
Yeah.
In order for them not to lose the scissors or to be looking for their scissors,
Very
they
true.
had it around the neck.
Yeah.
And if you think about it, if you round camp and you got that round your neck, people may say that yes, it can be dangerous for you, but when you got it at hand. You take the knife, you use the knife, you put the
Put it
knife
back.
back in a safe location,
Exactly.
and where it's reachable, and you carry on with the task at hand.
Yeah.
So it makes sense, and he didn't claim that it was his.
No.
He clearly says
No.
where got the
He
idea from.
very rarely claimed that anything was his. He literally took something that he was aware of, made it practical and workable for him, and that's
The thing about all the knowledge that we learn and we pass on, there's one thing that people sort of don't realize, is the amount of knowledge out there. It is impossible for one person to know everything. But what people should understand is that you don't need to know everything. All you need to know is how to get the information of that knowledge. And once you got that information, you own it and you shape it to your ability for yourself. We don't have to know everything. We need to know how and where to get the knowledge from. And
that's what we do.
and separate the parts that doesn't work for us,
Yeah.
and adapt the parts that do work for us.
That's it. Couldn't agree with you more. Shake my hand, shake my heart. Brother. Nicely said. Cheers. Hey, so this is Paul Roberts.
Hi.
The main man behind Bushcraft and Wild Camping UK, and in amongst that group you do have about 20 little offshoots. So there'll be like the east group, there'll be the south group,
all the regions of
all the
England.
regional groups, and there's little offshoots of those and that as well. I in some way kind of help Paul
In a big way.
admin. Me and Alex are admins amongst the others that are in there, and the knowledge set that Paul has in the group amongst the admins and the moderators is absolutely
Phenomenal.
Amazing,
Yeah.
isn't it? So
Yeah, it is.
I don't think people realise just how much hard work goes into running a group. It is the biggest group in the country.
Second now, I
It's
think.
second
Yeah.
biggest. Paul's group's Bushcraft Wild Camping UK, just knocking under 54,000 members. That takes a lot of running, and a lot of kudos for this man to be doing it. It's been going for 3 years, and that, so yeah, it's really good. It's really good. So I just wanted to introduce him because he's a big part of this meet this weekend. I'm starting to shiver. I'm gonna stop there, mate.
It is freezing.
I'm gonna go and get by the campfire.
Good night.
I'll do. Paul Harvey, and me and Paul have already met a few times on the Bushcraft show and Lyde River Rendezvous. Paul's taking a little bit of a back seat here this weekend. He's not doing that much cooking, he's letting Alex do it, and that, so it's great. So yeah, just thought I'm shivering. Hang on, I'm gonna stand there, I need two hands. And yeah, so I just thought get Paul on camera, and it's always good to catch up with him again. And that's I think we're going to be at a few meets together this year as well, isn't it? So it's a busy year. There's loads going on. Retro.
Yeah, that's in March.
Yeah, that's in March, and then Bushcraft show, obviously. Great Outdoors Festival.
Yes.
Yeah. So there's going to be a few meets on
And the off-grid in survival.
Yeah, off-grid, and that looks a good one, and that as well. So yeah, this man is he's cooking. You seriously got to do a YouTube channel on your cooking, mate. It would like.
I do have one, but
but he needs to actually get it going and that. But yeah, I just wanted to get Paul on camera.
Oh, nice one.
Cheers, mate. No worries. And next in line, Jonathan. It's the first time I sort of met Jonathan when he turned up yesterday. He actually only lives a couple of hours away from me, so I'm gonna try and work with this guy. Jonathan lives up in Norwich, and that. I've got a few guys up that way, Hazard Outdoors and Jason Kalaz, so I'm going to try and link him up for a few other friends up there, because they do meets up there that I try and sort of catch up with. And that, really nice guys. I think you would absolutely love Carl, Hazard Snowden, Hazard Outdoors, and my friend Jason Kalaz, who actually works for Lord, the prehistoric guys, and that. So, and we've got a few other friends up there, and we do meets and that. So I'm going to try and link Jonathan up and that. But it's always good if you meet another guy who's, you know, only a couple of hours away. So.
And there's great places up and around Norfolk.
Yeah.
We've got the Broads National Park.
Yeah, it's brilliant. It's actually an area I know really well, and that. So.
And the North Norfolk coast is great,
amazing.
and the bushcraft trails,
yeah,
and the coastal trails, and you can cook on the beach, which is great, and fresh
brilliant.
fish.
So you might well see this man in a few of my videos throughout the year. So there you go.
Nice
Cheers,
to meet
mate.
you.
No
Thank
worries.
you very much.
Right, that's enough for me now. I'm getting cold. I'm gonna have a brew. Catch you later. Bye.